and this is Bowdrie. He's one of my 2017 horses for the Thoroughbred makeover. He's a war horse that ran over 50 times and raced until he was 8 years old. So we've been doing only a little bit of riding. At this point, I've probably only ridden him roughly 15 times or so. And one of the things that sort of comes up with these thoroughbreds is often they have weaker backs. They're not used to carrying the heavy saddles, and the heavier people are doing like a lot of the collection type work. And although most of my work is on the ground, I do find that they often get sort of sore in this area here. So there's a couple things that I do for them. One is I make sure that we do a lot of walking work, a lot of walking over poles, or a lot of straightness training exercises of shoulder in, haunches in, all from the ground to help him build his muscle and his body. The other thing that I do is I always have the saddle fitter come up. So I've had the saddle fitter out twice for him already. Actually bought a new saddle for him this year to make sure he had something that was perfect for his back. The other thing that I do is I ride them in a thin line pad. So they've got impact protection that absorbs a lot of the bounce. And then we'll still see, you can see a little bit of reaction. Bit my bum there because it's sore, right? So that's not a huge reaction compared to what you might see in some horses. But what I found helped last year with my horse Pentland, who was my 2016 horse, who was third in trail and field hunter, is I used this Accuhorsemat, which was the thing that I won in 2015 when I won the Thoroughbred makeover. I got given one of these, and I didn't actually pull it out until 2016 when Pentland was having issues with a sore back, and I called it my voodoo mat because I loved how it worked so well. So Bowdrie definitely isn't as sore as Pentland was. You can see not a huge reaction there, but just a little bit of discomfort, the fact that he's sort of moving around. You can see him drop a little bit there, so a little bit of soreness. So this is going to be his first time ever wearing this mat. So it's got the acupuncture sort of points on the center and the back here. So we're going to toss it on, we're going to see what happens. Sometimes they don't always like it the first time that they wear it, but I thought it'd be interesting for you guys to see. So let's take a look. So we'll put that on. Ooh. So he's like, what is that? So all the straps over. I'll be careful as I walk around him just in case he reacts a bit to that. So they're not used to it. You'll notice that we have him with grain there, and that's just because pretty much every moment we get, we're trying to put weight on this horse. So he's constantly eating, or we're trying to get him to eat. He's eating, we're trying the Buckeye nutrition program with him, so he's on Grow and Win and the Ultimate Finish, or the Cadence Ultra. And then we just recently started him on some Omega Alpha supplements as well. So he's getting the probiotics, the Biotic 8. As well, we're doing a kidney flush with him, and we're using the Para X stuff on him, the natural dewormer, to see if we can support his gut with that. So he's got a lot of things going on. We're trying to get him to beef up his weight a little bit and want him to be happy. Okay, so he's wearing that. So he jumped a little bit when I put him on him, but he looks okay in it there. So you want to make sure that it's sort of fitting nicely, like sort of a normal blanket. These aren't supposed to be tight. They're just sort of holding it in place. And so I'm going to let him wear that for about 30 minutes or so while he finishes eating his dinner. And then afterwards we'll sort of see what it looks like. And with Pentland, I noticed it was the next day that when I ran my hands down, the horse didn't react at all. So I'm pretty excited to see how this works for him. And if you're wondering why he looks funny with his coat, it's because I clipped him when he was in Florida and his hair's still growing back in. So that's why he's got kind of a grulo speckled look going on. But all right, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll let you know how it goes.